Hey y'all, it's me, Slay by Jordan. I said y'all ask, y'all shall receive. The company I'll be working with today is KlaiyiHair. Inside your packaging, you will get a nude stocking cap, you will get a long silk scarf, and of course, you will get your wig. This is a Brazilian 26-inch 360 lace front wig, and the lace is medium brown. Inside the wig, you will receive 3 combs and then you'll receive an adjustable strap in the back. Once again, this is a 360 lace wig, so it is laced around the entire circumference of the wig and its tracks in the middle. The hair was giving me a little shedding and a little catching fresh out the box, but I got that together once I installed it. It was no problem. This lace is medium brown. Y'all know I don't really like medium brown lace, but I'm going to show y'all how you finesse it today. Meet my beautiful muse. Yes. We finna braid this hair down, honey, real flat. Period. And we finna get straight into it. Today I'm going to show y'all how I do my updated ball cap method, and I'm going to give y'all a detailed wig install. The stocking caps I use, they're by Annie. They come in the hair store. The box of stocking caps, they'd be like 100 in a box. I like using those because they're thin, but not too thin, and they just work perfectly. I find that the actual stockings, the stockings that you wear, are too thin for me. They really don't serve a purpose. And the normal stocking caps are just too thick. So I love these. I'm going to try to find the exact name for y'all so I can get y'all the information. I always stretch the cap over my client's eyes or their whole face if I have to, because you want that cap as stretched as possible. You do not want a thick cap because it just doesn't make your wig lay right. I went ahead and sewed it down around the sides and the back so it doesn't slide underneath the wig, and I'm cutting out the ear tabs. Yes, y'all, I still use Got To Be Freeze spray to secure my cap. It dries so quick, and I can go ahead about my business. I don't have to wait 10 minutes for a stocking cap to dry. It literally takes 1 minute to dry, and you on your way. As you can see, when I spray the freeze spray up there on the cap, I don't just spray any kind of way. I spray it in the shape of their hairline because the way I lay my cap is the way I lay my wig. It's all a guide that I follow. It's like, when you cut your base cut, your guide cut, and then you pull everything to the guide. It's basically like that. So my stocking cap sets the foundation for everything. Also, sometimes I use the black Got To Be Glued gel mixed with the freeze spray to secure my cap if I have to, pluck my client's wig at the time of the appointment, or I have multiple people, trying to switch back and forth. However, what I cannot get jiggy with is secure my ball cap with glue. I told y'all different things work for different people, so I'm not talking about y'all. I'm sorry. But that putting glue on the stocking cap to secure it, that's just not gonna work over here. I'm sorry, that's just way too much glue for me. But if that works for you and your edges are safe, continue doing that. However, I love to use my freeze spray. Right now, I'm just blow drying it to make sure it's dry, and then once it's dry, I'm going to cut it off with some fresh, sharp shears. Now, to make sure that your wig lasts, the time it's supposed to, you want to make sure that you clean the forehead with 91% alcohol or sea breeze thoroughly, even if your clients have makeup on. When my clients come with makeup on, I don't take the alcohol as down as much. I literally only take off what I know where the wig will be. However, when they don't have makeup on, honey, I be scrubbing the forehead. However, take that word scrubbing lightly. You do not want to irritate the skin. If you irritate the skin before you put a wig on and then you put glue on it, yeah, more than likely when you take it off, you're gonna have those bumps across your forehead. So that's not what you want to do. However, you do want to still thoroughly clean that skin. After that, I go back through my skin protector. Can y'all please start using skin protector? That's why y'all skin be so bad. These glues are strong. You need a skin protectant. Now what I do differently with my ball caps is I take a glue and I spread it along the edge, and then I take the end of a eyebrow razor and I use pressure and I smush it into the skin. This makes sure like the edges of the cap aren't up, because when you don't fully secure the edges of the cap, you can see it underneath the wig. You want that cap to be as flat as possible. So that's the updated method that I use. I put the glue along the edge of the cap, spread it, and then I smush it in with the end of the eyebrow razor, and that just melts the cap down. And now I'm going in with my level 12 from Ruby Kisses, the darkest one in the palette. And I'm just going to put that along the edge of the cap. This is also something I do differently. Y'all remember I used to put the makeup on the cap before I cut it off. However, now I put the makeup on the edge of the cap after it's cut off, because I don't know, I just been doing that lately. And another thing, I don't put the makeup all over the cap. I literally just put it on the edge and where the person will get their part at. I don't know. I just feel like less makeup is better, and the cap I use is of a skin tone color anyway, so it gives a more scalp-like effect when you part it. I haven't been feeling the dark parts lately, so that's just what I've been doing. And as you can see, you have a fully secured cap. And now it's time to apply that wig. I did go ahead and bleach these knots off camera, and I also plucked the hairline. If you want an updated bleaching knot and plucking hairline tutorial, please comment that below. Now, that same makeup I used for her cap, I am not using on the wig. This is a medium brown lace, so it is slightly darker than her. It has a different undertone. So to finesse darkness, you want to really, really bleach your knots, and you want to use a shade or two lighter than the normal foundation that you use. Now it's time to apply that wig to your client's head. Make sure the hairline of the actual wig is in front of the ball cap some. Once we get it secured in place how we want it to, you're going to get your client to hold it in place. Then we're going to cut out that excess lace around the ear tabs. Be very careful, because when you cut the ear bleeds for a while for some reason. So please be careful cutting around those ear tabs. And then today we're actually going to sew this wig down. We're not going to glue the back of the 360. However, do y'all want me to show y'all how you glue the back of a 360 or a full lace wig and customize and pluck it? If you want to see that as well, comment that below. Y'all got to let me know what y'all want so I can give it to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Period. And once we finish sewing that wig down, we're going to start gluing this wig down. Now you want to apply your glue. Make sure you apply a good amount of glue and that you smooth it back as thin as possible. You don't want any lumps or clumps. And I'm actually going to show y'all how the glue should look before you lay it down. I'm going to show you, you're going to see how the glue turns from white to clear. And I want to show y'all exactly when you should lay your wig down, because you do not want to lay it down when it's still white. Watch closely as this glue turns from white to clear. I'm going to tell you exactly when you are able to lay it down with no problems. That glue is clear. Go ahead and lay that lace down. Today I did do 4 layers, so after my 4th layer was dry, I went ahead and laid my lace down. I used the teeth of the comb to help push the lace into the skin. And then once all the lace is into the skin, I'm going to blow dry on high heat. Still using the teeth of the comb, kind of like combing back and forth on the hairline, just making sure that that lace is getting into the skin. And then once I'm done doing that, I'm going to turn on my cool air on my blow dryer to really lock it in place, because that high heat heats up the glue, but then that cold air, it cools it down, locks that lace in place, and you good to go. After I hit that lace with that cool shot of air, I'm going to tie down my elastic band, and then we're going to proceed to start prepping the hair. I'm going to blow dry and go ahead and get my part into place. As you can see, that hair is very smooth from that blow dry. I like to blow dry my hair as straight as I can get it, so that way when I press it, I don't have that much work to do. That goes for natural hair and weave, both of them. You want to always try to get the hair as straight as possible with your blow dry, so that way when you go in to press, you don't have to do as much work and you can get some flawless results. I took that elastic band off after 10 minutes, and now it's time to cut that excess lace using our eyebrow razor. If you aren't comfortable with using the eyebrow razor, please use your shears. Just try to cut like in a jagged motion. You definitely don't want to cut straight across, because no matter how melted you can get the lace, if you cut it straight across, we're going to see it. get into that medium brown lace though, and I ain't even fully melted it in. I told y'all, stop playing with Jordan, honey. Now we're gonna take our wax stick and our wet tail comb, and we're just gonna make sure we get that part into place, and we're gonna hot comb it down. Then we're gonna separate the hairs that we're gonna use for our baby hairs, and then we're gonna go ahead and spray that hairline with some hairspray, tie it down again with that elastic band, and that is gonna give us the ultimate meltdown. And I'm still taking my wax stick and my hot comb, and I'm just, I separated a piece across the entire back of the frontal to cover that track. And then I went in on each part and waxed and hot comb just so I can get some flat results. Do you see how flat that wig is laying? That is flat, honey. Y'all know I love me a good old flat wig. Can't have no lumps and bumps around here. So then I like to hot comb the hairs for my baby hairs forward. That way they already be in line. If you are very scared of using a hot comb, do not do this. You're going to burn the client. Just comb them out and then we can just swoop them. However, if you're comfortable with it, go ahead and hot comb those hairs forward. It just helps the baby hairs lay better in place. Now go ahead and cut those baby hairs using your eyebrow razor, and we finna get ready to swoop and whoop these baby hairs. We're gonna use our foam and mousse and like a little edge comb brush. Make sure that your foam and mousse has no alcohol in it. That way you don't lift your lace. Also with the foam and mousse, don't be sitting there taking 10 minutes trying to lay the baby hairs. You're definitely gonna lift your lace. You need to hurry up, go ahead and swoop them how you want to, and go ahead and tie them down. If you've worked very slow, the mousse baby hair method is not for you. You will need to be using like gel or possibly like edge control or something. But if you use the mousse, you need to go ahead and know what you're doing. Go ahead and get it in line and then tie it down. Because just having that wet mousse up there for like 5-10 minutes, you gonna lift your lace. And now to press the hair bone straight, we're going to use our Beyond the Zone, turn up the heat on each section. And we're going to press it with the flat iron, and we're going to chase it with the comb. I bought some new flat irons, y'all. Y'all know I normally use my Babyliss titanium flat irons, the ones I got from Sally's. However, I bought these from Amazon. These were about, I think, $50 or $60, $70 higher. The blue ones that everybody loves. I love them too. I just went ahead and bought them because, you know, who doesn't love new tools? And honey, it pressed this hair out. You hear me? So now the edges are dry. I just want to go ahead and show y'all them freshly from up underneath the wrap, honey, laid and slayed. I did go ahead and comb those out and then pluck some and then relay them with the hairspray, but I did that off camera. I also fixed that part because, you know, it's looking a little wavy up there, but I just fixed it with some black spray and some foundation powder from Ruby Kisses, the powder. Now these ends, they look a little scraggly on the ends, so guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give the hair a trim. Do it just exactly how you would do your natural hair. When your ends look scraggly, you cut them hoes off, honey. There's no need to try to preserve the length. You look stupid with those thin ends. Just cut them off. It looks so much better. It looks so much polished, so much neater. It just gives an overall great look. Once I finish cutting it, I am gonna bump the ends slightly, not a hard bump. It just gives the hair like a little oomph, you know. Now I'm going to spray the hair again with my Beyond the Zone to give it a beautiful gloss. And y'all already know once I spray the Beyond the Zone, honey, it's over. That hair is laid and slayed, honey. Once again, this is a 26-inch 360 straight Brazilian lace front wig from KlaiyiHair. Make sure you check the description box for all links and more information on how to purchase this wig. I thank you guys so much. Goodbye.